guess when you look at it this way. What's 8 times 12? So we're going to reinforce the back of this boat. Going to do some fiberglass. And I have fiberglass in my nose.
How you doing today?
Good. How are you?
Good. What are we doing here?
We're going to do some fiberglassing on our 202 Champion.
Tell me about what you're driving here.
1948 Willys Overlander pickup. Volkswagen powered. So we're going to reinforce the back of this boat because we're going to put a really big motor on it. Going to do some fiberglassing. So we're filling this panel in that used to be recessed so we can add strength to the back of the boat. So I'm going to have to take this panel out, go in here on the back side of the transom and do some fiberglassing. I guess we're going to show you that today, and then in the next couple episodes we're going to sea cast the back and finish the back of this off and sand the boat. Basically, the back of this transom was rotten, so we went in here with a saw. This was thinner than we thought, and then we're going to reinforce this. This wood is all still good, so we're going to reinforce all this and add a bunch of stuff to it, make it a lot stronger. We're going to fill it back in with sea cast, but right now I have to prep this so I can put some matting, some gel coat. It's probably going to take 2 or 3 coats. Cleaning off all this dirt, carb spray, and some cleaner. So when I go to sand this, I don't sand the grit and the grime right into the gel coat, and then what I'm putting on there won't stick. I made a mess. So I had to, anytime you lay new fiberglass on old fiberglass, you have to grind it or sand it, clean the filth off it, and that way the new matting and all the new gel coat will stick to it. Basically what I'm going to do is put gel coat first, and put some gloves on, and then you pat this in, and then you brush it in until it buries this. And then you lay another piece on, and then you do the same thing. Well, I'm going to make a couple of these patterns. This is some matting that I had at home. It's from other projects, so they're not all straight pieces. So I'm gonna make a couple of patterns so when I go to lay it in there, I don't have a lot of excess sitting there. Trying to figure out the mixture that I need for this. It's 12 drops. So I'm doing 8 ounces. What's 8 and yucky. Let's refer to the manual. We need 11 cc's for a quart from 71 degrees to 90 degrees. Isn't that weird? Perfect. It changed color, went from red to brown. Never seen that before.
No.
I didn't use a mask for sanding, but I'm putting gloves on to put gel coat on. So I sanded it down. I probably should have worn a mask, but I did wear gloves when I put on the gel coat because I didn't want sticky fingers. Probably should have used a mask. I have fiberglass in my nose. So I've been gel coating all this matting in here. I got 4 layers of mat. When this gets hard, it should make this pretty strong, and then we can move on to putting the top on and fastening everything together to make it strong for the new motor it's getting. I just want to fold this edge over to make everything all kind of stick the way it's supposed to. Leave her like that. So today we had the opportunity to do some gel coating on the back of the Champion so we can move forward. After this stuff is all set and it's the way I like it, then we're gonna move on to the top. We're gonna smooth the top out so it's all one piece. There's no more drain pan back there to make it stronger for the big motor we're putting in it. And in the next couple episodes, you'll see that stuff being done when we get to it. And I hope you enjoy it. Stay tuned for the next episode, and as always, comment, subscribe, and click that notification bell to witness the madness we call speed, money, and no brakes.
Say something about what you just did.